Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra. First and foremost, gotta start off by apologizing to all of you guys. It has been like 2 weeks since I last uploaded on YouTube. I have been so busy the past month. I've been posting a lot on TikTok. So if you're not following me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok as well, because I've been posting like crazy on there, and somehow, some way I forgot about my first love, YouTube. So I'm here today with a new video. It's also the 1st of February. It's the 1st of the month. And this month, you guys, I am so excited for the month of February. I have a lot of big things that are happening this month that I'll be sharing throughout my social medias. This month is definitely going to be a month of new energy. It's definitely going to be a month of fresh starts. It's definitely a transitional month for me, and I'm super excited, and I'm also excited to share them with you very, very, very soon. I won't keep you waiting and guessing for too long, but let's get into today's video. And as you can tell from the title, I am going to be talking to you guys about lock breakage and ways that you can avoid it. I live in New York City, so it is the winter time here, and I kid you not, like every single winter time I experience breakage. Something that I've always been experiencing, even when I had loose natural hair before I locked my locks, well, before I started my locks. And I have been able to, throughout the years, kind of mitigate and minimize the amount of breakage that I do experience. So last year I did experience a very minimal amount of breakage in the back of my hair in the nape area, which was like a big thing for me, because usually the wintertime, baby, snap, crackle, and pop, okay? Like the hair in the back is breaking off. But last winter, it was very, very minimal, to the point where it was like, I probably don't even need to do a video telling you guys about it, but I'm going to tell you guys how I was able to really avoid lock breakage, and how I'm making sure that this winter I'm not experiencing it at all. So I'm going to be offering a few tips to you guys, as always, because I don't gatekeep around here. I'm going to be offering some products and some things that you all could do to help minimize and avoid lock breakage, because if your hair is breaking off at the same rate that it's growing, then you're never going to see any length retention. And I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I've been locked for 2 years now, and I've been able to, you know, retain a lot of length here. So I think I'm doing something right. So I'm gonna go ahead and share those tips with you all today. So the first thing I'm gonna be talking about is keeping your hair moisturized, keeping your locks moisturized. And you can do this several different ways. The number one way, the easiest way that I make sure that I keep my hair moisturized, is every single day I lightly spritz my hair with water or rose water. I absolutely love rose water spray. I talk about it all the time throughout my channel. You guys see me always using it. I have been using rose water on my hair and in my beauty routine for like the last 10 years, and I really, really swear by it. It's absolutely amazing. So you can definitely lightly spritz your hair every single day with either or. And if you want 15% off your next rose water order, use my promo code. I'm going to leave it in the description box below. You can use my promo code to get some monies off your next order, okay? But definitely rose water or water is something that you should be incorporating into your daily lock maintenance. Another thing that you also want to do is make sure that you're using moisturizing shampoos and conditioners on your locks when you're cleansing it during the winter time. I swear by Aussiana, that's what I call her, Aussie Miracle Moist. I swear by that line. I have been using that for years, from even before I started my locks. I definitely make sure that I use those two products during the winter time, and in particular in between retwists, I use the shampoo and the conditioner on my locks. And I have videos which I'll include in the description box below to just show you guys exactly how I use those products. I do condition my locks. A lot of people have varying opinions about that, but I personally condition my locks because, again, my hair is prone to dryness and breakage, and it needs to be conditioned. So I have videos showing how I do that, and I simply just take conditioner and just rake it through my locks. I don't squeeze it in my locks because then it's going to be really difficult to rinse out, but I simply just coat it over my locks and then let it sit for about like 7-8 minutes while I'm in the shower, and then I rinse it out. I then follow up with the Cream of Nature leave-in conditioning spray. I talk about this all the time too. I need Cream of Nature to put me on payroll, because the way that I talk about this leave-in conditioning spray, I use that Every single time after I wash my hair and condition it, I follow up with that. I lightly spritz it on my hair. I only use that conditioning spray after I've washed my hair. It's a leave-in conditioning spray, so I spritz it and I leave it be, and then throughout the week, I lightly spritz my hair with water or rose water. So that is how I use those products to ensure that my locks are being kept moisturized. Another thing that I also use too is I follow up with oil. I oil my scalp like 2 or 3 times a week after I've slightly spritzed it with either water or rose water, because again, you want to lock in that moisture. So I have a hair on mix that I make myself because I am a DIY girly. I have a video talking about my hair on mix as well, and I'll tag it below. But I ensure that I'm using that oil mix in my hair at least 2 to 3 times a week. I don't do it every single day because then my hair will be really weighed down and feel very just oily, and I don't like that. The last tip that I want to share, and this one is like really important. If there's anything that you're going to take away from this video, I need you to take this tip with you and put it in your pocket. Vitamin D. If your vitamin D levels are low, there has been a correlation between low vitamin D levels and hair breakage. And naturally, us as melanated, beautiful people that we are, our vitamin D levels tend to be on the lower end. And a lot of people actually don't know this until they go and get their lab work done with their doctors, and their doctors will tell them, hey, your vitamin D levels are below, what the normal level should be. And then they'll suggest that you take vitamin D supplements. So during the winter time, you have to think too, there's not much sun outside. We're not going outside, especially for me, because I live in New York City. It'd be cold as hell during the winter time. So I'm not going outside as much. I'm not getting as much sun. So I'm not getting the natural vitamin D levels that I would get during the summertime. I tend to get my physicals done, my annual physicals done with my primary care doctor at the beginning of the year in January. And sure enough, when I went last year, my vitamin D levels were low. My provider advised that I take vitamin D supplements, over-the-counter ones. And so I take those every single day. And sure enough, when I went back to my annual physical this year, my vitamin D levels were at the normal range that they should be. So don't go out there and start taking a whole bunch of vitamin D supplements because you're experiencing lock breakage. Go to the doctor and get your lab work done first. And if they tell you that it is low and they advise you, they'll tell you how much you need to be taking, daily milligrams. They'll tell you all of that stuff. You go by that and monitor it, and then see if there's a difference in the health of your hair. All right, so that wraps up today's video. This video was very, short and concise and to the point because I don't want to take up too much of y'all beautiful people's time. I also got a lot of things that I have to do as well. Like I said, this month of February is a crazy month for me. But as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up and leave me some love in the comments below. I promise that I will get back to posting consistently on YouTube because this is my first love, and I got a little distracted in January, but I will be back posting consistently on here. With that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.